could have been written any time in the last couple of years. Actually, this song is over 70 years old. It's called I Ain't Got No Home in This World Anymore.
And the police make it hard for me, no matter where I go. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. My brothers and my sisters are stranded on this road, one dusty road that 1,000,000 feet have trod. Now the rich man took my home and drove me from my door. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I was farming on the shares and always I was poor. My crops are leading to the banker's store. My wife took down and died all on the cabin floor. Ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I'm minding your minds and I gathered in your corn. I've been working, mister, since the day that I was born. Now I worry all the time like I never did before. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. No, I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Now as I look around, it's mighty plain to see this world is such a strange and ugly place to be, where the gambling man is rich while the working man is poor. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Talking of the art of songwriting, Woodie Guthrie was a songwriter that I worked with on the Mermaid Avenue project, and I came to realise, looking at the songs in the Woodie Guthrie archive in New York, that Woodie was one of those songwriters who sort of was one of the people that Patti Smith was referring to. Patti Smith, the doyen of great poetic songwriters, she laid down a very famous maxim in 1975. She said, all great songwriters have their hand down the front of their trousers. And it was when I read that, age 15, that I knew one day I would play at the Empire Music Hall in Belfast. And I've been, thank you, practising seriously ever since we get here. It's paid off, it's paid dividends. And Woodie Guthrie was such an artist, never more so than in this song of love that he wrote for Ingrid Bergman. Now, Ingrid, if you don't know the story behind this, Ingrid was a film star in the late 40s in the United States of America. She was married to a Swedish brain surgeon. She went and made this movie on a volcanic island off the coast of Italy in 1948. The name of the island was Stromboli. It had an active volcano on it, which is also called Stromboli, and the movie, oddly enough, was called Stromboli. And they went there because before CGI they used the volcano as a backdrop. And it was while she was making this movie that she had a mad, passionate affair with the director Paolo Rossellini, and the end result was Isabella Rossellini. But this outraged Eisenhower America, straight-laced America, because she was married and she had an affair and she had a baby out of wedlock. America was morally outraged by this, except one little guy from Oklahoma with his hands down the front of his truck. He felt something stir deep inside his inspirational faculties, and he decided to put pen to paper. And I play this for you now. I know there's always a little frisson when I introduce this song, because there are students of geology who come to these gigs not expecting anything to touch on things such as volcanology. They get a bit excited by this, particularly in this area of town. So, but it always kind of breaks my little heart, because really this is a song not for students of volcanology, but for students of songwriting. So it fits very well with this week of celebrations of songwriting, because I'm afraid, you geology students, the volcano in this song is in fact metaphorical. When Woody speaks of its explosive power, of its rock-hard property, he is not speaking, I'm afraid, in tectonic terms. He is speaking of his own manly tumescence. I say that word, use that word because it's a great word to say with a bit of reverb behind it. Tumescence. A new fragrance from L'Oreal. Because I hate that thing, because you work with it. I believe in truth in advertising. They should say, because you don't like the way you smell, do you? That would be fair, wouldn't it? They wouldn't look so smugly, would they, when they said it? Yes, I say manage messages because if we're honest, guys, girls, those of us who started doing this in the 1980s, we're at that age now where we can bring our kids to some of these gigs. And I worry that I might, in introducing this song, bringing Woody to the fore in this sense, metaphorically. It's his name, I'm not looked, sleeping. What is it with you guys? It's only Wednesday night. It's like, no, let's not even go there. I don't want to, by talking about this, I don't want to start any difficult conversations on the way home in the car. And I figure that the average 12-year-old can't spell tumescence to put it in a search engine. Little fuckers find out everything now. None of this. When I was a kid, I said to I caught my dad telling a joke to my Uncle Stan, and I only heard the punchline, which was, one had a stroke, but the other one couldn't reach. I said, and they laughed. Oh, you know the one, you know the joke. Like the two nuns on the bus, right? Maybe it came from Belfast, I don't know. That's the best reaction I've had for that punchline ever. And I said to my Uncle Stan, my dad, tell me the joke. And my dad said, I'll show you when you're 18. Sadly, he wasn't around when I was 18. I never did find it, but now, if he'd said it now, I'll just go home and Google the punchline and up would come the two nuns on the bus joke. You know? And so you've got to be very careful with the little Herbert. So I'll totally digress, I'm sorry, I do apologise. Just to get back to the volcano metaphor, basically the volcano is his prick. Has everyone got that? It's like Iggy Pop. I'm sorry, I went totally off sideways. It can happen when you start talking about geology. You never know where you're going to go. One last thing, in the first stanza, Woodie Guthrie, it was a typed manuscript I was working from this lyric. It says, Woodie Guthrie, Ingrid Bergman, you're so pretty. P-E-R-T-Y, actually spelled it out like that, pretty. Now, it may mean pretty like in a Bruce Springsteen song, or it might mean excessively pert. My experience with the little guy is, if there is a rather sort of questionable double entendre, that's probably what he meant.
there's no quarters, but with happy sons and daughters, and they'll dance around Stronghold. That's the Woodie music. This old mountain, it's been waiting all its life for you to work it, for your hand and touch its hard rock. Ingrid Bergman, Ingrid Bergman.
So now you know where the little guy was coming from. Now I've revealed to you I mean, this was Woodie Guthrie's argument with me. She felt, I think she was right, that her father over the years had become rather two-dimensional, known only for, this land is your land and the Dust Bowl ballads, and he was a real flesh and blood person. That's the songs that she specifically wanted us to choose for the project were those ones that put some flesh onto the reality of Woodie Guthrie. And this song is kind of, now you know where he's coming from with Ingrid Bergman. This song I'm going to play for you now comes from that same kind of place. What do you think he was talking about anyway? I lived in a place called Old Fusky, and I had a little girl in a hollow tree. I said, little girl, it's plain to see. Nobody can sing like me. We'll be yonder in the minor key. We'll be yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody that can sing like me. Oh, my little girlie, will you let me see? Nobody can see our hollow tree, and there ain't nobody can sing like me. Nobody can sing like me. We'll be yonder in the minor key. We'll be yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody that can sing like me. Astray, saying ain't nobody can sing like me. Nobody can sing like me.